Good afternoon, music world. John here from What's Spinning, here tonight to chat about this full-length debut from an up-and-coming artist by the name of Roswell. It is called Wishing Star Theater. Now, the name is deeply personal. The lake portion gives nods to her Michigan roots, the Great Lakes state, but Roswell also kind of feeds off of her natural connection to UFOs and aliens, as in maybe she's from another planet herself. Now, shaped by her own personal experiences, she has always felt drawn to the weirder side of digital art, like weirdcore and dreamcore and liminal spaces, the weird section of YouTube, if you will. But it's that duality, the concept of past meets present, fantasy meets the reality, that's always made it drawn to her. And with all of that as her perspective, she has released her debut album, and it is honest, it is exploratory, and it is pretty freaking out there. Beautiful as well, exceptionally beautiful. And one thing that I love about Roswell's world is how inviting it is, how much she wants you to come investigate further. Take, for example, early tracks like Wake Up. She pulls you in with these heavenly, bubbly synth tones. They're playful yet really surreal, and the pounding drums that eventually come in fuel the drama of this track even more. And the lyrics here go back and forth between that sort of nostalgic, youthful feeling, but also really surreal. Inspired by everything from the Backrooms and the weirder corners of YouTube, I feel like this music is just tailor-made for fans of liminal space compilations. Dreamlike aesthetics as well. Speaking of liminal spaces, that's another great track here. This one is a chilly, haunted standout. It's youthful, it's charming. Emotionally, this track just keeps growing like a hug from a big immersive haze. Also, really love Name One Object in this picture. This one cranks up the claustrophobia, if you will. Darkness as well, with her eerie lyrics and soaring vocals floating over this very minimal, icy cold beat. It's beautifully unsettling, and Left 4 Dead may be my favorite track here. Of all the singles that she dropped leading up to this album, this was the one that really caught my attention the most, and has kept it as well. It's a dreary, emotional pop tune that is equal parts playful, eerie, and totally gut-wrenching at the end of the day. It keeps the dreariness, but I do love how Roswell seems to find strength in those shadows. It gives us something haunting and gorgeous to hold onto. As a debut album, honestly, I'm really impressed with her ability to make a world, invite you into it, and show you how many incredible details they are there. Now, sadly, there are a few tracks here that maybe didn't hit me as hard. Barely There, for instance. This one definitely keeps up with the cool, icy vibes and definitely has a dose of weirdness still. But the pacing, I'm not that wild about on this track. And honestly, this track just kind of feels like a formless groove, a little too formless. And nostalgia is probably my least favorite cut here, unfortunately. It explores a lot of the same themes that the rest of this record does, but it doesn't really pull me in nearly as much. Still, for a debut project, this is still Roswell finding her niche and, exploring the spaces of her music. I mean, even if these tracks didn't hit me as hard, it's still fascinating to see her experiment with sounds and let her world unfold a little bit more. As a matter of fact, the second half of this record is home to a lot of my favorite tracks here. Like Peanut Butter and Kerosene, for example. This is a huge standout, maybe my favorite track here. It's got these busy, urgent synths and this sinister feeling to it that almost gives me Black Moth's Super Rainbow vibe. It's beautifully weird, and it's the album at its most experimental. Honestly, I hope we hear more tracks like this in the future. Zombie Star is just so hauntingly desolate. I mean, there is absolutely no hope in sight on this track, and Roswell's vocals here are at their sweetest, most angelic, strangely comforting as well. It's almost like she's grabbing you by the hand and guiding you through some weird liminal space compilation. Escape from Tomorrow might be the most personal track here. It's got these surreal, gut-punch lyrics like "My Hollywood ending is dead on arrival, my God." All backed by swelling synths and icy cold production that hits hard. And honestly, with Are We Living in a Simulation, it's one of the album's most standout cuts. And with Are We Living in a Simulation, I feel like she ends this album off perfectly. It's a track that's surprisingly bubbly, danceable, but still very surreal and hard to place. It also has this big sing-along chorus that just makes me excited for whatever happens next. And for my money, this is just the kind of debut that I love to hear. It is highly immersive, highly creative. It's emotional, it's a gut punch at times. It's thrilling, honestly, and personally, I can't wait to see where Lake Roswell goes next because her world is just fascinating, and I can't wait to explore it deeper. I'm feeling a very strong 7 on this debut, but go check it out yourself. If you liked the video, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe. If you're feeling froggy, hit those notifications, and let me know down below what you would like for me to chat about in the future. And until next time, have a great day, friends.